studs. And I met Joseph, and Joseph got me into it really, really, really bad. Let's see. Yep, and then after that, I just kind of got hooked with it. So I knew that's what I wanted to play in high school and hopefully make a career out of it. When I was little, I kind of hated the thought of them being divorced because like all the kids at school would always like have their mom and dad at like the meetings and stuff. So it kind of made me hate him a little more. And then as I got a little bit older, I tried like, the main reason I got into sports was I thought that if I did sports that he would try to be like a little bit more involved in my life. And didn't really work, so then I tried to get closer with my stepdad because in 6th grade him and my mom got divorced. So that was kind of hard too, because since he was the one who pretty much raised me. So I tried out for football, because he loved football and he played football at Salinas High. So I thought that would help, maybe he would stay or something, but that didn't work, of course. But now that I'm older, the whole divorce thing just kind of made me a little iffy with like trust and the people I let into my life. Kind of changed my view on people, and it just kind of showed me that things can happen real quick and you got to recover from it and not let it just take over your life.
Wow, this B-Dog, he's
oh my God,
the boyfriend.
So do you want to walk with me to get a water?
I'm actually in an interview right now, Rochelle. Sorry. He's my boyfriend. Going on 17 months, actually. He thinks he's a stud, but I'm really the stud. I can beat him at basketball, and I swatted him, and I'm better than him in football and soccer. But he thinks he's good.
Why don't you tell me how you really feel?
I am. Do you have something to say? Go ahead, speak up. Like, say what you got to say.
It's about you.
It's about us, honey. It's about us. Yeah, I have to talk about him. Olivia's not very fond of B-Dog. We're all friends, though. We're all friends. Well, he started talking to me through Facebook. That's a good thing, I guess. He wanted me. So. You did it? Yeah, what?
I did.
You did what?
I'm watching the game. Go ahead.
The game's not playing right now, so.
Can you proceed with the interview, please?
But this is about us. It's not just me. It has to come from both of us.
So tell her how you feel about it.
So you don't feel anything? This is going to be really awkward if you don't feel anything.
Just continue.
So, you don't? Well, I have feelings. I don't know about him.
Sure, please.
Because, I mean, he says he loves me, but I mean, he doesn't really care right now. He's camera shy. He's camera shy.
My mom and stepdad got divorced. Well, at first we didn't know. We thought that they were just like mad at each other, or he was going to work because he always left to work, like different cities and stuff, because he worked in the prison. But I remember one day my mom called us into the living room, sat us down, and he was just like crying. That was the first time I ever saw my dad cry. And she told us that they were gonna go on a break for a long time. Still love us the same, and that hopefully things will work out. So the first thing I did was I ran to my room, I grabbed my stuffed doggy thing, and I gave it to my dad and told him to just hold on to it, and to give it to me when he sees me again. And he just like started crying. And then, let's see, my brother, he was little, so I mean, he didn't really divorce and pretty devastated by it. And I didn't get why my mom was so like, calm about it. But she kind of sat us down later on and kind of talked to us about why she did it. Kind of like understood it a little bit more.
We know them all, I know it all. Stay put and play along. 'Cause I'm looking for my friend.
You look like you're up to something over there.
No, it's because
I'll be back.
Kelsey Sanchez put up a picture. And it was with her in the sky. And I was like, I'm glad you guys are finally going out. And then she's like, that's all. That awkward moment when I'm dating someone else. But we did it on purpose.
So, Sam, you have a boyfriend, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Do you? No. Do you think with your boyfriend? Do you think like the divorce from your parents affects anything? Like with your relationship?
No. I'm just.
Can't cuss.
Oh, I'm just. I'm just like, I can be mean at times, but I like being the boss of everything.
I would have to say I'm definitely by far closer to my mom. My mom is a very strong-willed woman. She knows what she wants and she gets what she wants. My mom is like my inspiration. She's been through so much throughout her life, and you know, I just look up to her. And even though we do fight and stuff sometimes, I know she's always there for me. Whether it's with money, whether it's love, caring, she's always there for me, and I love my mom, and I'm really glad that she's never left my side. So I have a brother. He's 23 years old. He goes to UC Irvine, and he's pretty much been my father figure throughout my life. He's a really sweet guy, down to earth. He's been there for me since day one. He knows me inside and out. Like, he's just the kind of guy that like you would want to be there for you. And he's been there for me whenever I need help with problems and stuff. He's just, I guess you could say he's my father figure. I mean, seeing my parents go through a divorce, like, it changed me, but I mean, I see other families and they're happy, like, their parents are together and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, I wish I had that. But it's kind of like everybody goes through their struggles, but some just can't keep it together. And I really hope in the future that my first marriage is my last marriage, because I don't want to go through the same thing that my parents went through, because it's hard for the kids. It really is. Like, it just sticks with them. And I just think if two people are in love, they should just stay that way and shouldn't let anything come in between.
Sam.
Take her my parents.
What? What are you looking at? What's going on today? Why are you here?
I have a basketball game against Aptos. It's a scrimmage, actually. I'm really nervous. Not really, kind of. But I'm kind of sad because it's our last scrimmage for basketball in high school ever. It's kind of depressing. I mean, life goes on.
Holidays, my parents, when I was little, probably till I was, I want to say 14, I had a split, so every other year I had to go with my mom one year, the next year I'd go with my dad, and it just go on, so on like that. But when I got to the age, I want to say 15, I got to make my own decisions whether I wanted to go or not. So I pretty much chose to go with my mom more than my dad, but I would see him occasionally on the holidays, but that was just my choice. But it was just kind of weird. I mean, it was cool having two, like, Thanksgivings, 2 Christmases, but I mean, it'd be nice if it was just one, but I mean, I guess that's how it works out, you know?
What made you not want to go? What made you not want to go with your dad?
Wait, what do you mean?
On holidays, what made you not want to go with your dad?
I think on holidays, the reason why I didn't want to go with my dad and stuff was because he would get too out of hand with like drinking and stuff, and I just couldn't be around that. He'd act like a totally different person, and I just didn't feel comfortable. It didn't feel right. Like, I don't want to be around somebody who's drunk. I don't think you would either. It just gets out of hand.
Do you hold any resentment towards him for being an alcoholic?
When I was younger, I did. I held so much resent towards him. Like, I just hated him. Like, there was times where he would call me and I would just ignore his calls and his texts and everything. Like, I mean, but that's him. Like, I can't change him, and he's learned to kind of like grow up a little bit, and I've grown up. So, I mean, I can't just ignore him all my life. He's my father, and like, I'm gonna regret it. If something were to happen to him, I'm gonna regret like never talking to him. So, yeah.
Is there any part of you that wishes that your parents were still together?
Sometimes, yeah, because it's just like people that have like parents that aren't divorced, like they seem to have it all easier.
Oh, god damn it.
Is that one thing that hurts you the most?
I know.
But, I mean, would your parents, would they argue before they got divorced?
I don't remember any of it. I don't remember them together.
It just caused like a lot of like stress and drama because like at my dad's house there's a lot of problems. Like we used to be able to get along and stuff at my dad's house, and now like you can't even really call it a family. That's why I like being here at my mom's house more, because there isn't all the problems, and like my older sister Sammy, she's 22, and since the divorce she doesn't even call our dad. She just calls him by his first name. Like when she's talking to me, she would be like, "Oh, Scott," and like because they don't get along, they don't talk, they don't anything. And they just don't get along. And then my dad, he doesn't, like, sometimes when I ask him to go somewhere with Sammy, he won't let me, just because, and his reason will be because he doesn't get along with her, so he doesn't want me. I don't know if he doesn't want me being with my own sister or what, but they have problems. And then he doesn't like me being with my Aunt Kim, which would be his own sister, and that sucks too because my mom and them get along, and then so he doesn't like that either. And my stepmom, I get along with her, but not like best friends. Like, she has a big mouth, so she, like, at my dad's house, I can't talk to them about stuff without them, like, I don't know, like, I can't talk to them about stuff like I can here, because I know they're gonna, what to say, I know if stuff happens at my dad's house, me and Amber used to do this, this stuff used to happen, like, drama would happen at my dad's house, and we would come here at my mom's house and we would talk to them about it, because we were upset about it. So we would want someone to talk to about it. And then from here, somehow it would get spread around everywhere. And then all I would do was it would get twisted around of what we said. And it would go around my Aunt Kim and all them, and it would come back to my dad and my stepmom. And then we would get in trouble for talking about it. And then it would just hurt us in the end, because they basically, I guess they don't want us to talk about what happens, when it's better to talk about it because it makes us feel better. And then there's just been a lot of problems, like when my grandma died, like in May, and we were at her house, I think the day after she died, and my cousin Julie was there, and my dad and them didn't get along, so they were fighting, like arguing, and almost almost physically fighting, and my grandpa was inside, and everybody was worried because we didn't know how he was doing, because she had just died. They were just fighting and arguing, and it was just like a bad day because everybody was screaming and yelling at each other, and we didn't know what to do.
I want to love you, but if it's not right, what can I do? Everything gon' be alright.
The family, basically, people we come home to every day, and like when they come home, you're just happy to see them. You know that you care about each other, and you can talk to them about pretty much anything, and know that they're gonna support you in anything, and that they're never gonna put you down, and they're always gonna be there for you. My family, I guess you could kind of say it's the definition of family sometimes, but also there's a lot of problems, and there's a lot of stress, and there's a lot of drama, so sometimes it can be, but other times it's just there's a lot of problems, and I feel like my mom's side of the family is more like that definition than my dad's side, because I don't feel like when I go home to my dad's house, all I do is I go in my room, and I usually stay in there for the day, and I usually don't go and talk to them talk to my dad's side, because like I don't feel welcome there anymore. But here at mom's house, I don't go in my room, I don't hide from them. I can just sit in here and I can feel comfortable, and I know that they care. But it's different at my dad's house.
I mean, it could be a lot worse. I know other divorces, like for other people, have been a lot worse than mine. But I know mine's not the best either, because my parents cannot get along at all. Can't even like talk to each other. They have to leave voicemails, and that's how they communicate.
Could it be worse? Lights